Hello friends, welcome to BSP Solution. My name is Lokesh Gandhi and today's session we are going to configure order management setups in Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management. In Oracle Fusion application, we have a separate application name is order management. So before using this application, we have to configure some basic setups in our application, Fusion application, right? So these are the basic setups we have to configure so that we can use the order management related tasks, right? We have to add the offerings, parameters, some sequences. We have to define the ship confirm rules, picking rules. Oracle define the basically Oracle defines some predefined payment term. Either you can use this payment term or you can create our own payment term, right? And later on we have to create the customer profile class, customer address, customer site, and at the end we have to define the roles to the user so that we can use the order management application, right? So we will see all the setup one by one in our application. So move to the application and let's configure all the setups, right? So first of all we have to add the order management offerings to the project. So this is our application. Click on the setting and action. Click on this setup and maintenance. Click on this task list. Go to manage implementation project and search for our project name is SCM. SCM implementation project for 13. So this is our project. Here under this implementation project, there is no any order management related offerings. So we have to add. So in order to adding this one, click on this create icon, select and add, click on that and search for the name order management. So this is our order management. Click on that, click on apply and done. You can see on the background, the order management gets added, done, right? Now set up order management parameters, right? So we have to search. The task name is manage order management parameters. Manage order management parameter. Click on this go to task, right? So under the order management parameter, click on this item validation organization. This is the parameter name, right? It indicates the Oracle inventory organization that items are validated and viewed against, right? We have to define our business unit over here and map the organization with the business unit, right? So click on this create. Select our business unit. It is US1 business unit. Right. Now we have to define our organization. Is nothing but a 001 star. Right. Now save and close. So this is our order management parameter. We have to set this, right? Now the create release sequence rule. So we have to search. The task name is manage release sequence rule, right? So go with the material management. And we are going to create new one. Manage release sequence rule. Click on this go to task. Right. So click on this create. So we have to define the name of this sequence rule. So I'm going to enter Tata release sequence rule, right? And the start date, today's is the start date. You can define as per your requirement, and you can define the release priorities, right? So this is a sales order is our release priority, right? You can define as per your requirement, shipping priority, scheduled ship date, right? You can define. Now click on save and close. Let's click on ascending, save and close. Right? You can see done. Now let's create pick slip grouping rules. So we have to search the name is manage pick slip grouping rules. Go with the material management, and we have the manage pick slip grouping rule. Click on this go to task. Right? Click on this create. Now we have to define the name is Tata pick slip grouping rule, right? And we are going to group by the order number, customer, and you can define and group as per your requirement, right? Like you can select the item, the destination, organization, right? So click on this save and close. Done. Right. Now click on now define the ship confirm rules. So manage ship confirm rule. Right. Manage ship confirm rules. Click on that. Right. Click on this create. And the same way we have to define our name Tata ship confirm rule. Right. You can define the start date or end date as per requirement. And you can also define the description over here. Right. And ship with the requested quantity or a ship quantity you can select as per your requirement and create shipment for the remaining stages and close shipment, defer the sending inventory update as per the requirement you have to select. And let's uncheck this defer sending inventory updates to integrated application, right? In the same way, you can define the document job set, right? And you can override the shipping method when we create a shipping method in our upcoming configuration. So you can override this shipping method, right? So save and close. Done. Right. Now ship confirm rule. It's okay. Done. Now create picking rules. So we have to search manage picking rule. Right. So we have the manage picking rule. In the same way, we have to define the manage picking rule assignment, right? So this is manage picking rules and this is manage picking rule assignment. We will configure one by one. First, manage picking rules. So let's create, right? Let's enter the name, the rule information, right? So we have the data picking rule, right? You can define the description over here. And we have this active and allow partial picking, right? And you can also define the material as per the manufacturing point of view, the same, right? And click on save and close. And done. Right. Now we have to define the manage picking rule assignment. Click on that. So under this assignment, we have to define our picking rule organization, right? So we are going to create new one. So select our organization, 001, define the sequence 1, and we have to define the picking rule. We have already created startup PR, right? Now click on this active. And you can also define the start date, end date, and the criteria of the customers, right? We will create the carriers and the source of inventory, destinations of inventory later on, right? Let's click on the save and close. Done. Right. So we have done so far the define, confirm, pick rule, and picking rule assignment. Now create pick wave release rule, right? So let's search. The task name is manage pick wave release rule. Right. So we have the pick wave release rule. You can see manage pick wave release rule. Click on this go to task. Right. Click on create. Under this pick wave release rule, we have to define our organization, right? We are going to map our order management setups into the inventory organization, right? So we have to define the name Tata peak wave release rule, right? And you can define the start date, end date, and we have to define the ship from the organization. So from our inventory organization, we are going to ship, right? And you can also define our sub inventory. We have sub inventory starter sub in one. We have already created in our configuration, right? And we have the relay status is all, right? So this is all about the demand selection. We can define the order type, right? And the ship to location as per your requirement. You can fill all the information related to the shipping dates, items, right? Now click on these options. So under the options, we have the processing pick from the sub inventory. You can also define our sub inventory like Tata sub in one. And under the processing, we have the release sequence rule, right? So this is the all standard order which is provided by the Oracle, right? So we have to define our own release sequence rule which is created earlier. So we have to define. So this is our Tata release sequence rule we have to define, right? In the same way, we have the pick sleep grouping rule. We have already created. Let's select this Tata pick sleep grouping rule, right? And click on save and close. Done. So we have done so far all these setups. Let's move on to the next slides. So we have to create a staging in sub inventory, right? So for the practice purpose, we have select our own sub inventory as a staging sub inventory, right? So we have select either you can create new one, either you can select our own, right? So no need to create our staging sub inventory. We will select our sub inventory Tata sub in one as a staging sub inventory, right? So what is our next task? Configure the shipping parameter, right? So in order to configure the shipping parameter, we have to search the name manage shipping parameter. Under this shipping parameter, we are going to define our inventory organization, right? This is manage shipping. We have this manage shipping parameter. Click on this go to task. So this is our manage shipping parameter, and we are going to manage our shipping parameter under the inventory organization 001, right? We have to select this inventory organization. So under this inventory organization, we are going to manage our parameter, shipping parameter. So what is our shipping parameter? Like we have the ship confirm rule. So we have to define our own ship confirm rule. So let's edit this one, right? Now we have the weight unit of measure, like you can define our unit of measure by weight as per your requirement, volumes or volume. You can define our currency, right? Shipping set behavior, you can say the information, warning, anything you can select as per your requirement, right? Now let's go to the PICS release. So under PIC release, we have to define our own PIC release rules, right? So first of all, our release sequence rule. So we have to select the default. Yes, this is our Tata release sequence rule, right? Now we have to define the pick slip grouping rule. So this is our pick slip grouping rule. And in the same way, we have to define the staging sub inventory. So as per you know that we are not create the sub inventory, staging sub inventory. So we go with the our own sub inventory as a staging sub inventory. So let's select, right? So this is our staging sub inventory, right? And you can select all the options as per requirement, the publishing, the enable the carrier, and you can allow the future ship date, right? So click on this save and close. So we define the configure shipping parameter. Now we can create the collector and the payment terms, right? So let's find the task name is manage collector. So the collector is created in the under the finance part, right? So the financial offering must added into this implementation user, this implementation project, right? So this is manage collector. Click on this go to task. Click on this create. Let's enter the name. The name is Tata collector. Now select our employee. Click on that and click this our employee, right? And we have to enable this one. And you can select the collector set. So go with the common set, which is provided by the Oracle, right? And either you go with the US1 view set, right? Click on save and close. Now, as per you know that the payment term are provided by the Oracle itself, right? And you can also create the payment term. But right now we go with the predefined payment term like night 30, night 45, and immediate, right? So skip this process and you can create the statement cycle, right? So in order to create the manage statement cycle, click on that. Right. So this is manage statement cycle. Click on this go to task. Now let's create the manage statement cycle. Create new one. Click on this create option. Right. Let's define the name is Tata monthly. Right. The cycle is monthly. We are going to take the interval month wise, right? And we have to active this and select this record and click on this Tata monthly cycle date. Click on that so that we can set the business unit for this statement cycle, right? So let's select our business unit, US1 business unit, right? And you can define the date also. It's mandatory field. So we have to define the date, today's date, and click on this save and close, right? So we have created so far collector payment term statement cycle. Let's create the customer profile class, reference data set for the customer side, and the customer and customer address, right? So create customer profile class. So in order to create the customer profile class, we have to search. The task name is manage receivables customer profile class, right? So go with the any one of that, right? So we have the manage receivables customer profile class. Click on this go to task, right? Click on this create new one. Right. So profile class name, we have to define our profile class name. The name is data standard class, right? And you can also define the description the same, right? And the status is active, right? Now go to the profile class. You can select our collector, right? So we have collector name is data search, right? So this is our collector. And under the terms, we have to define our payment term. So this payment term defined by the Oracle, you can select, right? Immediate, either you can select our own created payment term, right? And we have the statements, and you can define the statement cycle. We have already created the data, and we can define the grouping rule for the invoicing, and you can add some additional information over here, right? So we have click on this save and close, right? Click on done. Now create reference data set for customer side. So manage manage reference data set. Search for manage reference data set, right? Right. Now we have the manage reference data set for access for user, and we have manage reference data set, right? Go with the order management, right? And we are going to create new one for our customer, right? So this is manage different data set, access data access for customer. And we have managed reference data set. Click on this go to task. Now let's create a new reference data set. So click on this create icon. And let's enter the name is cost site, right? And let's enter the site name and description over here, right? So now let's enter the set name, which is data customer site 1, right? Now let's copy this set name and paste it into the description, right? Now click on this save and close. Now let's create our customer and customer address. So in order to create the customer, we have to search the task name. So let's search the task name is create customer. Right, just click on that. Now let's create our customer. We have to define the name. So I'm going to enter Tata customer, right? And the registry ID is already created by the application, and the same the account number is also created by the application, right? And we have to define the account description. So we have copy this name, customer one. We have to copy this and paste it over here, right? Because this field is not mandatory, but if you are not giving any information, any description over here, you cannot convert the sales order into the invoice. So we have to define the descriptions account, right? Now we have the address account. We have to select our RDS into it. Click on that, search, and we have search. So this is our Tata customer site one. Click on that, right? And you can define the from date to date of this account address. And we have a site number provided by the application. Now we define the site name, Tata site, and we can also define the address line. Right? And we can define with the postal code. Right? Now we have to add the address purpose. What is the purpose of this address? Let's click on that. So we have this site and this date from, and the purpose of this purpose is build to, right? And you can also add the row, and you can define ship to, right? So we have to define build to site. This is our site, right? You can see. So this is all about the customer, right? And earlier we have created a customer profile. So we have to map the customer profile into the customer account, right? So 7 crores. We have the Tata customer one, copy it. Now we have to search by the customer name, right? So this is our customer account and this is customer site, right? So we have to map our account with our customer profile. So click on this account number. Right. So this is edit account and we have to go to on the profile history, right? You can see the organization information, the account information over here, right? So let's go to the profile history. And you can see this is the profile class, default profile class. So we have to edit this one, and we have to override our profile class into the account section of the customer. So how can it possible? So click on this action and click on this correct record. So it comes under to edit option. So you can see. So click on this profile class, and we have Tata standard class. You can see in the same way we can map our site into the account, right? So this is our Tata customer class. You can see all the information over here, right? This is a statement cycle, grouping rules, and we have the payment term you can define, right? So let's click on this save and close. Now let's go to our site level, click on this site number. Right. And we have to click on this profile history and click on this create site profile. Right. So this is our site profile. Data collector we have already created. Night 40. This is our match essay. This is our statement cycle. Right. So save and close. We have create the customer profile class, reference data set. We create the customer and customer address, and we set up the customer account description also, and the assign reference data set to the business unit. Let's go with this task because we have already assigned the description, account description, right? So let's go to the reference data set to the business unit. Click save and close. Right, done. Now I have to search. The task name is manage business unit set assignment. So we have the manage business unit set assignment. Go with the order management. Manage business unit data access, and we have manage unit set assignment. Yes, click on this go to task, and we have to select an add. Click on this apply and go to task. Right. So we have the business unit. This is a business unit, US1 business unit. Click on this save and close. Right. So we have the customer account side. So this is our customer account side. See the customer account side, and this is our reference data set, and this is the reference data set name already set over here, right? So no need to set again. Click on save and close. So we have to assign the role to the user. So from this task, how to assign the role to the user, we will cover in our upcoming session. So in our upcoming session, we will see how to configure the pricing related setups, right? So thanks for watching this video. Thank you so much.